So I work for a charity, the Paraplegic Benefit Fund Australia. It's nationwide, PBF for short, founded in 1984 by Sir George Bedbrook, who was a spinal cord surgeon in Shenton Park at the rehabilitation centre. And he was also the founder of the Paralympic movement for Australia. Thanks to him that we have Paralympic athletes. So back then, people with a spinal cord injury were left in aged care home or institution with no future in sight. So he wanted to give them a reason to continue living a fulfilling life through competitive sports and through meaningful employment. So he created the Paraplegic Benefit Fund Australia back in 1984. Actually, there is the equivalent in Switzerland. It's called the Swiss Paraplegia Foundation. They have exactly the same model, and they have 2 million members. So we're membership funded. Here in Australia, we have 55,000 members. Not as good as the Swiss. The Swiss is a small country, so word goes around very fast, whereas Australia, to reach all the other states, takes a lot of time and effort. So we have an office in Brisbane who's also spreading the word on the East Coast. And so all people, why I chose PBF? First of all, it's for a personal reason. My brother, Jonathan, had an accident back in 2012. The day after my mom turned 60, he was paragliding and he fell from the sky. He didn't die, fortunately. He landed on a tree, which saved his life, but he had to be picked up by a helicopter and he couldn't feel his legs anymore. And so my mom was very devastated because she was looking forward to her retirement, and now she's got a son who is in a wheelchair. And so when we went to see him in the hospital, when I went to see him in the hospital, I realized that paraplegia is not only about not being able to walk. It affects a lot of body functions, such as the bladder, the bowel, and the sexual functions. So people are losing intimacy, dignity, and independence. So it's more traumatic than just not being able to walk. So it affects also your mental health, and so it's very difficult to get out of it. The rehabilitation physically is one thing, but you also have to get back into your mental space. So that's why I joined PBF when I came here, because I really want to make a difference for the community that my brother now belongs to. And in Australia, there is one spinal cord accident a week. Sorry, in WA, there is one spinal cord accident a week. In Australia, it's one a day. So every day someone becomes either paraplegic or quadriplegic. Unfortunately, to this day, there is no cure. Once the spinal cord, which has the consistency of toothpaste, is severed, there is no coming back. That's it. You're going to be paraplegic for the rest of your life. So we're trying to reduce the number of accidents in Australia through prevention with our lived experience speakers who share their story in schools for the road safety program with RSE, and through workplaces, sporting clubs, and registered training organization to try to reduce this awful injury, and it's the most expensive one as well. You need to modify your home, or you need to move out of your house, and you won't be able to go back to work until after your rehabilitation if it's a job based in an office, but if it's a physical work, it might be more difficult. So that's why we have this membership to protect our members financially in case of spinal cord injury. We give $250,000 within 3 months. So it's not an insurance. It's really to have as much money in the earliest day of your injury. So while you're in hospital, you can modify your home or get the equipment you will need once you're out of hospital. And the other role that our lived experience people have is they visit the spinal ward to give moral support, non-clinical advice, and tips on how to live a fulfilling life in a wheelchair. So that's their role. We also have someone in the office. So in our staff, we're about 45, 47, including Brisbane. 100% of our male employees are in a wheelchair. And in total, it's 90% of the staff is in a wheelchair. So the rest of the ladies like me are not all paraplegic, but a good majority of them. So that's about it. What else we have? We have a gifting program. So for people who are not members but have had an accident and became paraplegic, we can give up to $5,000 to buy an equipment that they can't get through the NDIS, or if they have a project they want to accomplish, like participating to a competition in para sports, we can help them with transport cost or accommodation cost in the hotel, because it's quite difficult to find. Like imagine if you're playing para ice hockey, you need to have your wheelchair, your sled, all the equipment, put that in on the plane, have someone to carry it for you, because you find a transport where you can put your wheelchair in it. Yeah, it's a lot of logistics headache. So if you go as a team, you won't find a hotel with like 10 bedrooms which are accessible.